Alrighty, welcome everybody to our cardio class. So for today, first of all, my name is Sam. Amy will be joining in future sessions, but just me today. So for today, we are doing all body weight. So don't need any equipment, just a mat, some space, some water. And the setup of the workout is going to be 4 exercises, 30 seconds each, all consecutively. So 2 minutes total there, followed by 15 seconds rest. And then we're going into 2 core workouts, which are 30 seconds each. And then we're going into a longer rest of about 45 seconds. So those first 4 are more of the cardio variety. And then those second 2 are more core oriented. And then we're going through that 4 times total. That's going to be 1 circuit. And then the other circuit will be some different exercises of cardio and core. So to begin, we'll get into just a little bit of a stretch here. So the first one we're going to do is weaving one hand under, kind of bringing our shoulder to the ground, and then rotating up. And we're just going to alternate arms here. Really focusing on our exhale as we rotate. Weaving hand through, maybe bringing your shoulder all the way to the ground. One more each side. Next one. Next, we're going to bring in some chest openers. So our left fingers come to our left temple, just gently resting there. And then we are opening up, bringing our elbow up. Maybe not getting a ton of range of motion here, so you don't need to force it. And just going right up to that threshold of your range of motion. Inching just a little bit past it, perhaps. Still exhaling as we rotate. And we'll switch that other side to right fingers to right temple. Elbows are touching together or close to it, and rotating upward. Last one here. All right, next we're going to come standing. We're just going to do some sweeping hamstring stretches. So what we're doing is we're bringing our heel to the ground, our toes are off the ground. And then kind of like you're going under the foot. Feeling a nice hamstring stretch here. So our heel is on the ground every time. Exhaling as you come up. Just a few more of these. And then last one, just because we're gonna be going in different planes of motion laterally, just open up our hips a bit. Get a little balance while we're at it. So we're on our right foot, and then we're just externally rotating our hip back and forth. You can use the wall for support if you need to, or furniture. Here we are, last part of the warm up here. Switch sides. And I'll demo the first circuit of exercises here. Demo the rest after we finish 4 rounds. Oh, and I fell over. Okay, so the exercises we're doing, if you've come to my classes before, you recognize this one. So my break dancer move, so we're in a bear crawl position, and then we're coming out with that same leg than the one that's planted. So those are just going back and forth, modification, just not kicking the leg out. Next, we can do either backward lunges, just going at a fast pace, or if we want, we can add in a hop for that one. Remember, 30 seconds each per exercise here. Next, we are 2 hops one direction, and then either a squat jump or just a squat. So 1, 2, come to center, squat or squat jump. And then last one here, 2 thrusters per side. So bringing knee to elbows, 1, 2, alternating back and forth. And then that's moving on to our core portion. So either on your knees, knee to elbow, or high plank position, knee to elbow. Final exercise of this one is a dead bug. So bringing opposite limbs out either direction, really going for extension, trying to lengthen ourselves that way. Okay, here we go. So 30 seconds each, starting with those break dancers, and we're off. Here we go. So maybe starting slower here as we begin the workout. "30 seconds, so 2 minutes total of cardio. 3, 2, and 1. Going right into those lunges. I'm just going to do regular lunges. If you want to add in that jump, by all means. Bringing knee down, maybe not for this round, all the way to 90. Maybe you're just doing more of a pulse, just getting warmed up. Five seconds here. All right, here we go. So it's 1, 2, into center, squat or squat jump. Modification, and without the jump here, is just quickly going laterally without leaving the floor. So otherwise, 1, 2, 3 seconds. All right, into those thrusters. 1, 2, 1, 2, other side. So exhaling as we come inward. So we're really trying to pair our breathing with our movement. All right, and rest for 15 seconds. Coming into that plank, knee to elbow. Starting in 5. So on your knees or in high plank position. Here we go. So here's high plank. And then on our knees, same thing, really squeezing knee into elbow. Nice tight core, nice flat back here. Last 3 seconds. And now going into our dead bug, here's our final exercise of this first round. So coming into 90 degrees. The limbs that aren't moving are still at that 90-degree position. So 3, 2, and 1, and relax for 45 here. So opportunity to grab some water, which I'm gonna do. So now you kind of know the setup here. Maybe giving it a little bit more intensity now that we're warmed up, maybe easing off. So kind of make it your own workout here. Starting in 15 seconds. Then in these subsequent rounds, I've preached this ad nauseum, but I'll say it again. We're going to do a little bit of this breath training, these physiological sighs to help tone down our nervous system a bit. But here we go. First, we're doing break dancers. 30 seconds. Exhale, kick out. Exhale, kick out. Modification. It's just doing more of an oblique twist without the leg kick. Still very challenging. 3, 2, and 1. Right into our lunges. Torso is nice and tall. So exhaling as we come up for this one. All right, into our hops. 1, 2, and then into a squat or squat jump. Here's the modification. Back to center. Ten seconds. All right, into our thrusters. So squeezing our abs the whole time, especially at the top, even like giving it a little hold to really make that contraction happen. Full extension with those arms, both directions. All right, and relax, 15 seconds. Back into those plank, knee to elbow. In high plank or on your knees. 3 seconds here. There we go. The same thing here. This core portion is more about stability, more about control, less about speed. So I don't need to go fast here. Take breaks as needed, 10 seconds. All right, and relax into that dead bug, last 30. So as we come in, we're inhaling, and then we're kind of exploding with an exhale. So each part of the movement has a breath associated with it. And relax. All right. So as promised, a couple of breathing tips that we can do together is this physiological sigh. In other words, it's a double inhale through nose, long exhale through the mouth. As long as you can make that exhale, the more calm and the more our heart rate, our nervous system tamps down. So here we go. Kind of looks like this. Follow along with me, last 15 seconds. Last one. All right, here we go. Into those break dancers. Round 3 here. One more round after this to go. Ten seconds. And switch into those lunges. So this time exhaling on the way up. And so maybe challenging yourself as I'm doing here, trying to, as best we can, only nasal breathe, so in and out through our nose. But if you can't do that, breathe anyway that we need to, of course. Modification. My mat always seems to slip away from me on these. 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Thrusters. 1, 2. Exhale as we come in. Maybe you're doing it through the nose here. Ten seconds. Last one. Okay. 15-second rest into those planks. Starting in 5. Maybe we can do those physiological sides during even that 15-minute rest interval. Really squeezing. Nice and control, nice tight form with our core, our torso. All right, and switching to our dead bug, last 30. Inhale at the top. Exhale as we reach back and out. Really squeeze core, extend those limbs. Three, 2, and 1. Move my mat back. All right, one more round to go. Again, grab water during this, otherwise you can follow along with me with a little recovery breathing. Double inhale through nose, long exhale through the mouth. Make it really relaxed, not forcing it. Extending as long as you can go. Last one. All right, here we go. Final round, break dancers. Last 15, again, that challenge maybe. Breathing in and out through nose. And that might mean reducing the intensity a bit. All right, and it's the next one, backward lunges or lunge jumps. So we extend back, inhale as we come up, exhale. Into our side to sides. So whatever variation you choose, here's the modification into squat. And the more advanced version. Last 5. All right, into our thrusters, final ones of these. 1, 2. $15. Last one. And relax. 15 seconds into our last core of this circuit. And then we're moving on. All right. Plank, knee to elbow, knees, or in high plank. So this is the point where you can really challenge your breathing and how efficient you're being by trying to go nasal for this. So if the cardio was tough, which it would be, this is your time once we're a little bit slower paced to tune into nasal. Here we go. Last one of dead bugs. Remember, opposite limbs here. Coming to 90, extending. Tight core the whole time. All right. And relax. Quick drink of water here. Now we are doing that same thing, just with different exercises. Okay, so the first one, a little animal flow. Some of you may be familiar with this one. So what we're gonna do is a halo slam. So as if you had a big sledgehammer, slam, and then an ape walk, slam, ape walk. We have our hands out in front of us. If you want to just do a lateral shuffle, that's okay too, but still adding in that halo slam. Next one, hopscotch. I'm probably not gonna hit the coordination perfect as I demo here. So it's here, here, here. So it's single leg, double leg, single leg. Can't talk and do it at the same time. Single, single, double, single, single, double. So it requires a little bit of mind-body connection to get that coordination right. So next one, so this one is more cardio oriented. So going 4 mountain climbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, into push-up on your knees or on your toes. And then last one, we have square jumps. So just making a square as we jump. Same thing, modification. We're just going at a fast pace as best we can. And then the 2 core exercises are flutter kicks, more close to parallel, harder, higher off the ground, a little bit easier, still challenging. Last one, bear crawl. So knees are just hovering off the floor, and then we are lifting opposite limbs, and we are just alternating back and forth. You can do the same thing, still engaging a lot of core on our knees as we do this. Okay, here we go. Starting with that halo slam with a ape walk. Here we go, we're off. So sledgehammer, hands to the floor, sledgehammer. So you're sledgehammering to the side that you're gonna be moving. Would be the optimal way to do it. All right, hopscotch. Some of you are probably way better at this than me. So it's 1, 2, and then 2. So not going into a squat, if I said that before, is more about agility, fast feet. And maybe switching which leg is first. Okay, into mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, push up. We're gonna go on your knees for that push up. All right, and last exercise, those square jumps. And maybe reverse direction once you get to one completed square. Modification, kind of just hopping or stepping in that same motion. You can still go at a fast pace. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, flutter kicks, then those bear crawls. Three seconds. There we go. So hands out to the sides, not under our butt. And if you start feeling low back pain after putting them to the sides or low back discomfort, let's modify by coming up off the ground more. Three, 2, 1, final exercise. This first round, bear crawl, knees hovering off floor, hands just under our shoulders, and opposite limbs rising off the floor. Another modification might be lift hand, lift hand, lift foot, all individually. And relax. I would say that cardio is harder than the other cardio. Okay, so if you want to follow along, otherwise grab a drink, towel off, whatever you gotta do. So breathing here, starting now. Relax shoulders, relax jaw. Keep extending. You're almost extending until you feel a little bit of panicky feeling. That means you're really on the right track. Last one. All right, here we go. Halo slam. Into a little 8 walk. And then remember the shuffle. We can do it this way as well. But really sitting in a squat if we're doing the shuffle rather than bending over. All right, my nemesis, hopscotch. Here we go. They're kind of kicking out to the side. To think about it too. Trying to alternate which one we start with. All right, and coming down to mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 into push up. Ten seconds. All right, into our square jumps. So this is the modification. Switching directions. Otherwise, this is a playground workout. I don't know if they do this one, but they do the hopscotch, I think. 5 seconds. All right, and relax for 15. Flutter kicks coming up here. Remember, rising, feet off the ground. To modify, hands are out at our sides. Still breathing here. Same thing here, extending those exhales as best we can. Switching over into our bear crawls. So maybe it's opposite hand and foot at once. Otherwise, we can go into hand, foot, trying not to let our back or our torso tilt at all. Trying to keep it very stationary. All right, and relax, 45. 2 rounds, 2 go. All right, a couple of these breathing exercises. So to reiterate, because I didn't really explain it, it's not so much like meditation, although that has its place, of course, but it's really like a physiological dampening down of our nervous system. So it's not just mindfulness, it's really helping us be more recovered for the workout to come here in 10 seconds. We'll do 1. All right, here we go. 2 more rounds to go. Let's do it. So bring it to the side and down. Make sure you don't have any ceiling fans or anything right above you, like me. Don't mind the cold. All right, into our hopscotch. Switching legs each time. Ten seconds. I get tripped up. All right, here we go. Into mountain climbers. One, two, three, 4 on knees or on toes. All right, last one. Square jumps or square steps. Just caught myself. And then come back into a more efficient through the nose breathing. All right, 15-second rest. Flutter kicks, bear crawl. And we have 1 round. 2 go. 5 seconds. Here we go. Flutter kicks. Hands to the sides. Nice steady breathing. Modification, bending knees and lifting further away from parallel. Three, 2, 1. And right into our bear crawls. So same thing here, holding for like a count, whatever variation you're doing. So really working on stabilization through our core muscles. And relax. All right, last 45 here. I'm gonna check my screen. All right, last round. Let's finish it off here. Few breathing exercises. Do one more. Okay, here we go. Last round of the day here. Here's a little slam, a block, or that shuffle. Looks like this. Last 10. All right, a little hopscotch action. So quick feet here, like the agility ladder, if you ever did that, if you were in sports in high school or college. Three, two, one, onto the floor. That's 15. Last of our cardio for the day. So steps or hops. That's 10 seconds. Relax 15. Last 30 seconds of the day coming up. And we're going to a little cool down, flutter kicks, bear crawl. Here we go. We got it. We relax our face, our jaw, our neck. Squeeze those abs. 3, 2, 1. Final exercise of the day. Keeping me as still as possible. Three, two, one. And we have 5 minutes for a quick cool down. Go ahead and grab some water first. Feel all over yourself. All right, good job, everybody. That was not easy. So well done. All right, quick cool down here. The first one we're gonna do, bringing our left foot forward, and then we're bringing our right hand on the outside of that left foot. And with our left hand, we are windmilling up and behind. Maybe you're following it with your gaze. Maybe you're just looking forward. Just really opening up that shoulder, getting a little hip activation too. And then continuing to elongate and lengthen our exhales. Last one. Switch it to the other side. So 2 more on this side. Okay, so now we're just gonna finish it out with 1 minute per side of just kind of a classic sit and reach here. We're gonna move one knee into 90 degrees or so, or just tucked into your body. And then we are reaching over, trying to keep our chest tall as best we can, which might mean lifting our knee off the ground. Just trying to get a deep hamstring stretch here. Continuing with those nice, easy, gentle breaths and long exhales. And obviously, let me know what you thought. I thought it was decent. I thought it was good variety. Switch it up to the other side. Good variety, I believe, somewhat unique setup as far as the format goes. Some exercises you've seen. I imagine some exercises you haven't seen, or at least you haven't done in 20 years. AKA those hopscotch jumps, whatever we call those. All right, final one, let's go to a forwards sit and reach, maybe touching toes, maybe just reaching out in front. But try not to round here, so maybe not getting quite the range of motion. Sit here for a few more breaths. All right, we will call that a day, everybody. Thanks for attending. If you have feedback, what you like, what you would like to see different, let me know. Otherwise, see you back here next week, hopefully with Amy.